literal children, make TikToks, do Fortnite dances, generally just having harmless fun enjoying their hobbies and interests without any shame. Grown-ass adults. We didn't used to have all this ADHD and autism and stuff. I think what you mean is that people used to go undiagnosed and get absolutely no help and were forced to suffer through their life because they had no support or understanding whatsoever. But sure, Janus, pretend my generation invented autism. My grandfather was legit diagnosed with ADHD at the age of about 80 and he was like, oh, we didn't used to have all this cancer and septicemia and stuff. People just randomly dropped dead because the gods were angry. Schizophrenia is new. People used to just get actually attacked by real demons. To me, Turner was a horrible person. Dude generally meant well and more importantly was 10, so cut the kid some slack, Dan. He's actually 60 years old, though. No really. In a special it was revealed Cosmo granted Tim his wish for everyone to stop aging, so he could keep his fairy godparents forever, and then wished for Cosmo to forget he granted the first wish, and it was literally 50 years before anyone found out. Fking what? Hade's voice. For the last time, I'm the god of the dead, not the god of death. It's different. Points to winged dude. That's Thanatos. He's the god of death. I just do the paperwork. Thanatos is the emo boy. All you'll think Hades is and be thirsting over. Hades is just the guy who manages all the souls. He's the kinda dude who wears banker clothes even on his days off. All he wants to do is keep the system running smoothly, take his three-headed dog for walks on his lunch break, and go home to his solar punk wife, who will no doubt peg him until he can't think anymore. Notice sadness is in charge in the mother's mind, and anger leads in the father's mind. Perhaps her mother is prone to depression, and her father has anger issues. Perhaps they too learned how to deal with their problems. Imagine using this cartoon to explain mental illnesses to children, teens, and even adults. Hi, I work at a mental health clinic, and we have already started using this movie to help kids identify feelings and work on controlling them. We have action figures so that nonverbal kids can still show us what feelings they are having. This movie really is revolutionary for mental health services everywhere. This makes me so happy. How to draw arms. Holy F. Holy F is right. But does it work with legs? Yes. But how much extend? I nearly choked. Finally, I can be accurate. This is too fking great to not reblog. I give it muscles. Big macho. LMAO. Okay, but for anyone who legit wants to know how to calculate it correctly. The elbow joint on average rests a couple inches higher than the navel, so if you measure how long the distance is from the middle of the shoulder to that point, then you have the length of the upper and forearms. So if anyone's wondering about legs too, the simplest rule of thumb is that the length from the top of the leg to the knee is equal to the distance between the top of the leg and the bottom of the pectorals. And I wanna stress that when I say top of the leg, I'm not talking about the crotch. Please, don't flag me Tumblr. It's an anatomical term. I'm talking about the point where the femur connects to the pelvis, which is higher up on the hips. It's easier to see what I'm talking about in this photo of man squatting. So yeah, if you use that measurement when using this technique, you should get fairly realistically proportioned legs. But remember, messing with proportions is an important and fun part of character design. Know the rules first, so you can then break them however you please. How the hell did I find this post? OMG. Literally in the midst of drawing a guy and crying at how bad the arms are. Thanks Tumbles. Police warn against THC-laced Halloween candy. Literally no one ever is gonna just give away their weed for free. Grow up. Imagine thinking potheads would give away their treats to your little demons. This whole what about the children thing is really getting on my last nerve. So hey, just so folks know, no child has ever died from eating poisoned candy handed out by some rando at Halloween. One child has died, however, from eating poisoned candy given to them at Halloween by a parent who intended to murder that child specifically in order to claim on the child's life insurance and was relying specifically on this long-standing myth as a means by which to cover their tracks. Give her one. Give her a Cheeto. The least realistic thing about The Lord of the Rings is that a team got together for a group project, decided everything in one meeting, and their plan worked. The group abandoned the original plan halfway up Akhir address, split up several times. Some group members started looking into different projects, found new partners, and ended up doing something else. The original plan was abandoned early on, and the project was salvaged at the last moment by the one group member that didn't get sidetracked. Sounds like a pretty astute description of teamwork to me. One of them also died. 18 fantasy Disney wedding venues you wish were real. 13. Notre Dame Cathedral, the Hunchback of Notre Dame. If only Notre Dame was real. Top 10 posts that predicted the future. Guys, do centaurs have to eat both horse food and human food? Centaur, eating out of a burlap sack of hay, like it's potato chips. So, do you guys wanna get chipotle later? Centaur, kneeling on the ground, ripping up bits of grass and eating it. Nearby horse. Nath, centaur. Well, it's easy for you to bend over, isn't it? Horse. Snorts. Centaur. Through a mouthful of grass. Well, goody for you, but some of us have to spines. Human. Hey, does somebody want the rest of my burger? Centaur. Oh, I'll have it. I'm starving. Human. Didn't you just eat like an entire barrel of hay? Centaur. Snatches the burger. That was for the horse stomach, not the human one. Don't be racist, Carl. Centaur. Eating a carrot. Human. So does stuff like that go through both stomachs or? Centaur. Pauses mid-chew, swallows hard. Well, that's something else to keep me up at night. 1 year into friendship with a straight person. In a coffee shop. So, how are your classes going? 3 days into friendship with a gay person. On my couch at 3 AM. And this is how I cope with existing. Gay culture is speedrunning through the stages of friendship because we're so fucking starved for gay friends. Can we all agree that most book to movie adaptations would improve if they were animated instead of live action? Most of the problems are with the SFX, stunts, and characters not matching book descriptions. Animation would solve all of this, and the only reason it's not a widely used medium for movie adaptations is cause it's not serious enough. Bleh. Or animation is for kids. Maya like. Can make a good movie. Let pretentious holes miss out on good movies. F them. Just try and change my mind. You're right, and you should say it. Wow, I got a laptop, and this thing sure is on my lap. F me. I think there are a few steps in this relationship that you skipped. Hey, I'm Steven. Sticks my bare ass in a sewer opening. Oh no, I sure hope no demon clown tries to eat my A. I'm on hold with Time Warner Cable getting my Wi-Fi shut off, because this post was the last straw for me. 2400 Krispy Kreme donuts, perfect for every occasion. The donut chain created the special double 100 dozen as part of its new occasions, offering which caters to large-scale events and parties. Hello, yes, I would like 2400 donuts. Okay sir, what event are you hosting? The event is called I'm going to eat 2400 donuts. I want to be radioactive, but not like lethally or anything, just slightly above average, so that when people try to take photos of me, the image is grainy and blurred, and Geiger counters click ominously when I'm nearby, you know, fun stuff. Transgenderism is lit. I vote to normalize it. I mean, if my friend wants boobs, bounce bounce, am I right? The real allies. I think about this every day. There's two types of anger, one is dry, and the other wet, and basically wet anger is when your eyes water, and your voice shakes, and I hate that cause I feel weak when I'm crying while angry. I like dry anger, when your face is like stone, and your voice is sharp. I guess wet anger shows that you care too much, and dry anger means you're done. This is the best description ever.